Hi everyone, my name is Melinda Moreno from the Excellence Realty Tech Support Team. In this video, we are going to walk you through the process of how to fill out the buyer estimate right here with our new system from Excellence Title called Title Capture. So the buyer estimate would provide the buyers with an estimated breakdown of the closing costs involved to purchase a property so they can have an idea of how much they would need to bring on the day of closing. So before we start, let me show you how you can log into the system. So just go to excellencetitle.titlecapture.com as shown on the browser here. And if you have not signed up yet, just click right here to sign up for a free account. Put in your information on this page and click sign in. And once you've logged in, all right, please go to your profile by clicking on the circle on the top right corner and click on profile and put in all of your information and click update info at the bottom. And also add your photo, guys, so that when you download the PDF, all of your information is going to come out on the estimate. So let's get started with creating a buyer estimate. In the property location field, go ahead and enter the information and the system will auto-complete the property address for you. So for this example, we're going to use 457 Blue Jay Way in Orlando, Florida. Transaction type, is the buyer going to purchase the property using financing or is the buyer going to pay in cash? We're going to choose purchase with financing. What is the loan type? Is it going to be the conventional loan or FHA or a VA loan? And by the way, FHA is for first time buyers, which has a 3.5% minimum down payment. For this example, let's choose conventional. Type in the sales price, which is $300,000. All right. And for the down payment, we're going to have a 5% down payment for $15,000. And the interest rate, we're going to say 2.894, and the loan term is 30 years. For the closing date, it is recommended that you have at least 45 days for the closing date. And on the contract, we suggest that you put on or before 45 days due to the current market condition that we are having. And for this example, let's pretend that the closing date is July the 15th, 2020. Additional transaction details. So who pays for the title insurance? Is it going to be the buyer or the seller, or is the cost going to be split between the two parties? Remember, the title insurance is negotiable between the parties. So for this example, we're going to choose the seller. Endorsements, you don't have to worry about endorsements. So let's proceed to home insurance. So just type in the amount of the policy for the whole year. All right, and for this example, we're going to say $30,000. And let's proceed to property taxes. And just type in the annual property tax amount. And for this example, let's say $3,600. Real estate broker fees. So there's a flat brokerage fee of $300. Homeowners Association dues. All right, so if the property has an association, just add the monthly payment here so it can get transferred to the estimate. If it's a single family home with no homeowners association, then don't worry about this section. But for this example, let's say there's a monthly payment of $100 for homeowners association. Did seller paid the current month's dues? We're going to say no. And then let's discuss impounds. So this section is pertaining to prepaids where the buyer would need to pay in advance for the following items. And for this discussion, I'm going to show you how to determine the number of months to put under home insurance, homeowners insurance, and county taxes. All right, so in this example, the annual home insurance amount is $3,000. All right. And on the day of closing, the buyer will need to pay that amount upfront, which covers 1 whole year of home insurance payments, plus 2 months in advance payments as a cushion, which is going to be under impounds right here in this section. So the number of months to put in this field really depends on day of closing. So if the day of closing is July the 15th, and let me show you my diagram here. All right, so the closing date is July the 15th. Then the first mortgage payment is going to be on September the 1st, because the bank gives the buyer about 30 to 45 days before the due date of the first mortgage payment. So having said that, we are going to start counting from September, which is right here, until June. So let's start counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's going to be 10 months. So this means that the buyer is going to be short by 2 months for July and August in mortgage payments, and that is the reason that we put 2 months as a cushion in this field right here, because it's better to have an additional amount than to be short on the estimate. All right, so in this field, we're going to type in 2, and $250 is the monthly payment, because if you calculate the annual home insurance amount, which we have here as 3,000 divided by 12, that's going to give us $250 a month. All right, now for county taxes down here, to be able to know the number of months the buyer has to pay in advance, what you have to do is know the following, which is the annual property tax amount, which is right here, $3,600, plus the closing date, which is July the 15th, 2020. All right, so divide the this amount right here. So let me bring up my calculator. So we're going to divide $3,600 divided by 365 days, which is the number of days in a year. And that will give us this amount right here, which is the proration per day, which we are going to multiply by 196 days. And what is 196 days? That is the number of days from the beginning of the year to the closing date of July the 15th, 2020. All right, so let's put it right here, the 1st of January, 2020 till the 15th of July. And let's click calculate duration. And it's going to give us 196 days. So let's use the calculator. So we're going to multiply this by 196 days. And it's going to give us this amount. And this amount right here is going to be the amount that the seller or the owner will credit the buyer on the day of closing. All right, so now let's go ahead and calculate the number of days from the 15th of July till the 31st of December. Let's click calculate duration, and it's giving us 169 days. All right, so what this is that this is the number of days the buyer needs to pay property taxes for the year 2020, because he now owns the house. So from here, get the annual property tax amount, which is 3,600, divide by 365 days, And let's multiply this number by 169. And it's going to give us this amount, which is the amount the buyer needs to pay in property taxes on November the 1st when the taxes are due. All right, so in this example, let's go back to impounds. So in this example, under county taxes, what we're going to type in here is 4. All right, and the reason for that is because from the first monthly or the first mortgage payment of September the 1st, we're going to count till December. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so the buyer is going to have to pay 4 months for property taxes, and that's the reason we're typing in the number 4 here. All right, so always be sure to fill out the impound section so that the estimate is not going to be short and the buyer will get a proper estimate of all the costs. And now let's go ahead and proceed to lender fees. So this section right here, the system will calculate this section lender fees for you automatically. Just know that we charge $465 for the property appraisal. And for credit report, there's going to be a $30 charge for running their credit. And for the processing fee is right here, $795 that Xcellence Realty charges. Now under other buyer expenses and credits, so is there any other expenses that the buyer has to pay or any credits that are given to them? Just put in the information in this section. But now let's go ahead and click calculate. All right, so now this is the amount that the buyer would pay at closing. And this is the monthly total amount. This is the breakdown right here for this amount. And the breakdown for this amount right here would be down here where it says due at closing breakdown. All right, so that is how easy it is to create a buyer estimate, guys. I would like to mention some options at the top. So you're able to edit the page, edit the estimate. Also, you're able to email it to your buyer, save the estimate, print PDF, or make a flyer out of this estimate. And let me show you what it looks like if you click on print PDF. So it's basically going to download it to your computer. And let's go ahead and open up this PDF here to show you how it'll look like. All right, so this is how the estimate is going to look like once you've downloaded the estimate, and your picture and your information will be right here. If you have any questions, guys, feel free to reach out to us. You can go to our contact page on the Xcellence Realty website. You can scroll down to agent support contact information right here. You can call us at this number and press 1 for broker support, press 2 for tech support, press 3 for agent support, and press 4 for the accounting department. You can also email us. These are our email addresses. For tech support, if you have any questions about the tools that we provide to you, email us here. For any contract related questions, you can email broker support. And for any questions pertaining to updating your credit card, you can email agent support. And for any questions for the accounting department, you can email them here. You can also book an appointment. If you have any broker questions or tech support questions, just click right here and select the appointment type on this page to schedule the appointment. And you can also chat with us. Just click right here and put in your information and choose the department that you would like to reach. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me in this session. I hope you all have a wonderful day.